Tony Time, the talk show for real talk with real people. And I'm the host, Toni Morris. Tonight, we're in Fayetteville, North Carolina, at the Holiday Inn Bordeaux, where we're celebrating all of the hard work that people put forth this time to get President Obama reelected, to get Democrats reelected, so that we can continue to move our country forward. And tonight I have with me one of our congressional leaders, Mr. William Munn. He is the regional field director for Congressman David Price. So I want to introduce him. William, tell people who you are and tell us a little bit about you. What do you do?
I'm a 2002 grad of Fayetteville State University, political science. Have a chance to go back to graduate school last year and about to finish up next year, get my master's in public administration. I had the opportunity to work with Congressman Price on his campaign. The districts have been redrawn down into Cumberland County from Chapel Hill, and the congressman wanted some expertise in the area, so he reached out to Ashley Fox and myself, and we're helping him get acclimated down here. And we've done a lot of hard work, but we've gotten a lot of help from the Democrat women of Cumberland County, for whom I cannot give enough credit for the victory tonight.
Okay. Now, for those of you who may not know, this is not his first campaign he's worked on. William, who else have you worked with?
I've worked with Congressman David Price and the Democrat Party in 2006 when we took back the House. There's been a couple of, I've worked since 2004 in the subsequent campaigns.
Okay. Tell us what a regional field director does.
We will go out in the community and make sure that all the events that go on that may be of interest to Congressman Price, or that Congressman Price needs to be involved with in order for him to get acclimated with the community, that he knows about, attends, or has a surrogate there to represent him. We also want to lay the groundwork for future partnerships, maybe on the congressional side, but we want to get him acclimated and build a volunteer base to help him on Election Day.
Okay. Now, when you're working with Congressman Price, okay, what is the one thing he is always focused on?
Getting to know new people, building new relationships. He is a very focused person, very down-to-earth person, a very sincere person. I really admire that about him, and building those relationships is a big thing for him.
And Cumberland County was not part of his original district. He was drawn into Cumberland County, so this is a new area for him. And so, in your opinion, how do you think he did in Cumberland County with getting out to know people and getting people to know him? How do you think he did with that?
I think he did wonderful, but I think that's attributed to the friends that, to the support we got from groups like the Democratic Women, the Democrat Party of Cumberland County. But again, it wasn't. We reached out, we were welcomed in, and so we were able to get to know people through a partnership of friends from groups like I just mentioned.
Now, one thing I do know about David Price, for those of you who not, he is a person who really likes to get to know his constituents. He has been out knocking on doors. He marched in a parade, and during that time when he marched in a parade, he was out shaking everybody's hand. He's a very personable person. So as you look at David Price, and as you think about him leading for Cumberland County, do you think that, for him, this is an area that he's going to focus on? Absolutely.
It has lots of similarities with Durham, North Carolina, for which he represented for many years. It has a major HBCU in North Carolina Central. There, we have a major HBCU in Fayetteville State University. A lot of the needs are similar. A huge military community in Fort Bragg he would certainly focus on. So there are lots of opportunities and lots of things he's expertise with that he will certainly focus on in Cumberland County.
Okay. We'd like to thank William for taking time to come out and spend time with us and let us know about David Price. Of course, because he has such a large district, he's out and he's doing other areas and meeting with people as well. But we'd like to thank you for taking the time to come and speak with us and giving us more information about it. So stay tuned. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, you're going to hear from other people here at this wonderful, wonderful gathering that we have here on election night. Stay tuned, sit back, relax, enjoy the commercial, and come on back. Welcome to Tony Time, the talk show for real talk with real people. And guess what? Tonight, we're at the Holiday Inn Bordeaux in Fayetteville off Owen Drive, where we're with Mr. Tony Mckinnon. He is the labor leader, AFL-CIO, and we are here to root on the Democrats and President Barack Obama as we move forward in our century here. Oh, look around. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Woo! Now, Tony put this together. So let's get to Can you hear the enthusiasm? This is great. So this is Tony Mckinnon. Tony, what made you want to put this together tonight?
You know, in 2008, what we had an opportunity to do,
Right.
we worked very hard at the polls, ensuring that President, at that time, Senator-elect President Obama was elected.
Right.
And at the end of the night, we decided, you know what, let's bring everybody together. We don't want everybody to go home, sit by themselves, and watch TV by themselves. We're one big family.
Right.
And we wanted everybody to come together. So this year, we did the exact same thing.
Okay.
We're saying after you work hard all day long, this whole campaign season, let's celebrate together as one big family. So this is what we did. And my brothers in labor, they work with us all the time. They always want to be a part of this. Brothers from the United Food and Commercial Workers, the Steel Workers, the American Postal Workers Union, and also some of the candidates also chipped in. Congressman David Price was part of this, and also Representative Rick Glazer. They all want to be a part of this because they recognize the importance of people. And we're glad for them to be here.
All right, you hear it. This is Tony Mckinnon. This is what it's all about. We work together as a team, as a country, as a state. This is what we do. We come together to elect our Democrats, to elect our Democratic president. This is what we do. I am so excited to be here. This has been a wonderful day, and it's going to get better because as we watch the election results come in, we're seeing that President Obama right now, I believe the last count I saw was he had 158 of the electoral votes, and Mitt Romney had 153. We are moving forward because the rest of the country has not voted yet. So let me ask Tony a question. What do you think about what's going on? What is your thought?
My thoughts is very simple. The president's going to win. I've said that from day one.
Yes.
Because if you take away all the smoke and mirrors, all the pundits, all the political ads, and get down to the real meat of it, he is the only person that has a real solution on how to move us forward. He's been doing it for the last 4 years compared to where we were to where we are now and where we plan to go. He's the person to lead us. And I know in my heart, and I think most people know that he's going to be successful tonight, and we're going to look forward to working with him the next 4 years.
All right.
He's our guy.
That's right. He's our guy. This is what it's all about. Tony also organized an awesome grassroots. He put together people from all ages, from all backgrounds to work to get President Obama elected. Tony, how hard was that to put that together?
Well, I tell you, I'm very pleased to say we have a good constituency in Fayetteville, North Carolina. The grassroots movement is there.
Yep.
And we reached out to people of similar mindset and want to move this community forward, want to move this state forward, move this country forward, and they were willing to come together. We did several things. One, we had a voter suppression meeting where we talked about the things that they're doing to try to keep people from voting. Then we moved from that, we moved on to have a, what we call a, I'm trying to think of what we call it now, but when we did it, we talked about where people would go in and watch the polls. Observer, I got that. So we had about 70 people come out to do that.
Okay.
And then we put 150 canvassers out there since July the 18th, fanning almost everywhere in Cumberland County and the surrounding counties, knocking on every door. So it's been a ferocious ground game that I think is going to pay dividends because we're going to see it come out, whereas right now the president's 51%, 47%. We believe that we're going to come out on top tonight because of that ground game. And what do people believe in? They believe in this president.
That's right.
You know?
That's right. That's what it's all about. We believe in President Obama because President Obama has our back. He's been fighting for labor workers. He's been fighting for the unemployed. He's been fighting for those to continue to have their Medicaid and their Medicare. He's been fighting and fighting and fighting. Now it's our time. We showed up today at the polls. So and hopefully everything will come out the way we want it. Because again, Tony Mckinnon here, who's my buddy.
Tony with a Y.
Tony with a Y. That's our little thing. For those of you who don't know, I'm Tony with an I, and
Tony
he's
with a Y.
That's right, and we're Tony and Tony.
There you go. And we work very good together. But I want
Yes.
to say all the things that you've done and the things that you've helped work on. And I want to reach out to Democratic women, which is actually magnificent in Cumberland County. They have done some things that they've not seen in this state. And we're hoping we can build on those things that we've done this year, what the Democratic women have done, and we can be more successful for the Democrats in our community and in the state. And I think we can do that.
I think so too. Again, the Democratic women are a force in this community. They have done so much. They have been the background for all of that you're seeing and what you're hearing about Cumberland County. And again, this is what it's all about. Everybody working together to get the job done. That's what it's all about. Now, let's see. Tony, then if we can pan around the room a little bit. We've got people in yellow shirts.
Yeah.
Who are they?
That is the United Food and Commercial Workers. We call them our Yellow Brigade. When you need people to hit the ground running, when you need people out there in the field, the United Food and Commercial Workers, that's who we ask to get out there and do it. And they've all done it. United Food and Commercial Workers, hey! Obama! To
Okay.
give them some credit, though, they've been out nonstop walking. They have walked on an average of 20, 30, 40 miles a day, and they have not given up. Phone calls. We also have Unite in here. We have the United Steel Workers. We have the American Postal Workers Union. We have the CWA. We have all these workers out here that believe that our country can be stronger by us coming together and keeping someone that believes in working class men and women. And that's what they've been out there doing. And like I said, when I talk about United Food and Commercial Work, I'm so proud of the work they do. And as you know, I'm also the Vice President of AFL-CIO and the Central Labor Council President, and working with all these unions, it comes together what it means to be a family. And that's really what we stand for, family first. And that's what we believe our president stands for, and that's why we 100% behind him.
All right, great. This is Tony Mckinnon, our man, who's put this on this wonderful, wonderful, wonderful show tonight for us to all come together and show President Barack Obama how that we have his back. That's what this is all about, showing our president that we have his back. We can't forget what he's already done. We can't forget what he will do, and we need to continue working. So tonight, hopefully everybody is watching their TVs and everybody has gotten out to vote and everybody has done their part, because in the end, it's all about us. President Obama has always said that. It's about us and how we move our country forward. So for me, I want to say thank you all for coming out tonight and sharing this time with us. And I want to thank Mr. Tony, with a Y, Mckinnon, for hosting this wonderful show. Tony, what are your last and final thoughts you want to tell people?
My last and my final word is Obama, 4 more years.
4 more years.
There you
That's
go.
what it's all about. 4 more years. This is Tony Morris signing off now from Tony Time. Remember, Tony Time is all about real talk with real people. And again, I'm here with a real person, Tony Mckinnon. Thank you so much.